Hello, and welcome to Virtual Investor Conferences. My name is Cecilia, and on behalf of OTC Markets, we're very pleased you have joined us for our next live presentation from Regenx Tech. Please note, you can submit questions in the box to the left of the slides. You can also view a company's availability for one-on-one meetings through the Schedule Meetings tab found on the conference platform. At this point, I'm very pleased to welcome Greg Pandura, Chief Executive Officer of Regenx Tech, which trades on the OTCQB venture market under the symbol RGXTF and on the CSE under the symbol RGX. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here. I'd like to thank everyone for participating in the presentation. I believe we have a very exciting company, which I'm looking forward to sharing with you. Regenx Techs, we think it as being the future of precious metal recovery. We're a clean technology company, and we fit into the whole aspect of the market buzz nowadays of sustainability, and we'll be a big part of that as we move forward, including the ESG initiatives as well. And with that, I think we're an exciting new technology company, which, actually, we're just about to go commercial. So any questions at the end, more than happy to answer them. Just a quick overview here, or executive summary. We're entering into a high multi-billion-dollar market, what we're involved in, and it's a niche market, and we'll be the foremost players to be involved in that in a clean tech aspect. As I said, it's a niche market, largely underserved market. There's a large opportunity available here simply because of what's been available in the past is no longer really the smelters who were involved in the process prior to this typically now would rather not be involved in this process, and I'll explain why in a short particular period of time. We have a clean tech solution to this problem, and we have supply chain management expertise within our business model, our joint venture partner, which greatly minimizes the risk of what we'll be moving forward with. There's global expansion potential. There's a problem here, not just in the U.S., but in every country globally. So we'll have a solution for that, and the economics are excellent. So I believe we have an opportunity here which is appealing not only to the industrial marketplace, but also be very appealing to the investor marketplace as well. The niche market that we're involved in is the diesel catalytic converter market. It's a huge market. Just to give you an idea, it's expected to grow from about 25 billion, which it was in 2017, to almost 40 billion in 2025. So that's almost a 50% growth in that period of time. So large market, and it's expanding as we move forward. The real bulk of the diesel catalytic converters, the ones that we're interested in, came about from the last 10 years or so, and the lifespan of a diesel catalytic converter is about 10 years as well. So there's going to be a flux coming into the marketplace here shortly, and we're going to be, as I said, basically the only clean tech players in the marketplace who are going to be able to successfully commercially market this particular product. The world's, just an interesting statistic, 84% of the world's supply of precious metals, of palladium, is used annually in catalytic converters. It's a great amount of material for one application, and to mine palladium or platinum these days is not an easy task. it's scarcer, it's more expensive. There's geopolitical problems with the countries that supply it, the main ones being South Africa and Russia. So any opportunity to be able to recycle and recapture these precious metals from existing manufactured products is a huge bonus. So this is not a dying market. Some people think that due to the electric vehicle market coming on, that the catalytic converter market is going to disappear, but it's not the case. The whole aspect of heavy duty trucks, smaller trucks, off road vehicles, it's just and these are markets which EVs cannot be replaced, at least in the foreseeable future. So we have a marketplace which is growing, and as I said before, uh, basically we'll be the only company that will be able to recapture the precious metals from the diesel catalytic converter marketplace in a clean tech manner. So as I mentioned already, the recapture of precious metals from diesel catalytic converters, it's a growing problem. We've already mentioned it's going to be a $40 billion a year market by 2025. Um, Wasting a scarce resource. This is where sustainability comes in. The present time, there's approximately $21 billion of catalytic converters that are uh, trying to find a home besides a landfill. And so the market is huge. The economic opportunity for a company such as ours is very, very strong. And uh, we're obviously excited to be a part of it. Currently, there's no alternatives. Up until now, the only viable method or commercially viable method of extracting precious metals from catalytic converters were through smelters. Uh, Smelters are shying away from diesel catalytic converters, basically because in the last 10 years or so, silicon carbide is an additive that has been increased into the diesel catalytic converters. And this material creates processing issues with smelters, creates hotspots in the furnaces, which creates problems of their own. So it's not that smelters cannot process diesel catalytic converters; they would rather not. So that leaves a niche opportunity for us, which we're more than happy to fill. So the growing problem, as I mentioned, a lot is with the off road equipment, heavy duty equipment, and the industrial aspects of it. So it's a market which, as I said already, is going to grow significantly as we move forward. Already, it's increased approximately 50% in the last 8 or 9 years. So going to the whole idea of sustainability. And which I've mentioned already about the idea of mining precious metals. It's a, I mean, it's a mining, as we all know, is a business which is getting more and more difficult as we move forward, and due to costs, due to government restrictions, due to environmental issues. It's becoming a very expensive endeavor indeed. Uh, our one commercial plant will have a 4 module facility, and on an annual basis, we'll be able to recover approximately 70,000 ounces of platinum and palladium annually. This is an enormous amount. So if you don't have to mine for 70,000 ounces of platinum and palladium, if you can get it from a recycled source, you're not only a good corporate citizen, but you're moving the whole realm sustainability forward. So as I mentioned, currently there's no alternatives besides smelters, and as I said, it's not that smelters do not want to or they cannot process diesel catalytic converters. It's their choice to rather not, and we feel very strongly that we'll be having strong working relationships with smelters. We definitely won't be in competition with them. We are going to offer an opportunity so that they can make their larger customers happy by taking care of the inventory of diesel catalytic converters through a company such as ours. And it's a win-win. The smelters are happy, their larger customers are happy, and of course we're happy. So it's an attractive business model to be a part of, and we're looking forward to these relationships as we move forward. We have a strong joint venture relationship with a company in Tennessee called Davis Recycling. We've been working with them in our joint venture for quite some time, about 3.5 years. They've been in the recycling business for close to 25 years. Very well respected in the industry. Uh, they are, in our estimation, they are the supply chain management experts in this business. And this, as I said, takes a lot of risk or eliminates a lot of risk from our business profile. Uh, they manage everything from the procurement of the material to the analysis of it, the inventory, uh, everything within that whole aspect is done by them. Uh, they process the catalytic converter into a powder form, and that powder form is then sent to us where we do our thing with that. So it's a relationship which, as I said, dramatically reduces the risk of our business, and they are excellent business partners to be associated with. Our solution is that we have a proprietary system in place. It's primarily a chemical proprietary system as well as a processing one. Um, the 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 input materials, the ground up diesel catalytic converters, are sent from Davis to ourselves. These input materials then go into our chemical system, uh, which extracts the precious metals into a liquid format. We then recover the precious metals from liquid and put it back into solid form. We end up with a very high grade concentrate, which are then sent to a refiner to go from 80 some percent purity all the way up to 99.99% purity. So it's a system in place which we have relationships with refiners, with smelters, with chemical companies. So we've got a lot of industrial eyes on what we're doing, and we've attracted a lot of attention. So we're very excited to be where we are in that development part of our business. Our solution will recover over 90% of the precious metals from the retired diesel catalytic converters. And as I said, it is done in a clean tech manner where there's no issues with water, with air, with anything. So it's a environmentally friendly solution on how to recover precious metals from diesel catalytic converters. The commercial plant economics are really very good. Each module it will be doing or processing approximately 2.5 tons of material daily. So one of our full plants will be a 4 module facility, which can be expanded. And but right now it's anticipated to do 10 tons per day. The 10 tons per day, that kind of a facility, the capex for it is approximately $7 million to $8 million. If you're looking at the end fabrication part of it, um, the the capex payback on a manufacturing facility such as this is less than 1 year, which is quite quite significant because there's not too many manufacturing facilities which you'll see with a payback of a half a year or so. So it's a strong business model. It's readily expandable. It's both in the United States and internationally, which I'll speak to in a short time. The revenues generated from a 4 module plant uh, are projected to be in excess of 100 million US dollars annually. And there's very favorable margins that are associated with that. So the commercial plant economics are such that we've got a lot of eyes on us. Obviously, the this is an important slide for us. The whole idea of of environmental stewardship. We believe very strongly in that. Our environmental friendly process fits that bill. Uh, we're getting a lot of attention from um, environmental regulatory bodies on what we were doing, and it's something that we're very proud of. As I mentioned already, the sustainability aspect is huge. For every ounce that we recover, it's one less ounce that has to be mined in the traditional way. So it's doing a lot for the economy, and it's doing a lot for the green environment as we move forward. We'll be playing a big part in the circular economy. Uh, the circular economy being one that large companies now are. Everyone wants to be a responsible corporate citizen. So if they can use uh, recovered materials in the manufacture of new materials, I mean, that's a huge bonus. And especially if it's done in a green, environmentally friendly manner. So we'll have a situation here where we'll be able to extract platinum and palladium from spent diesel catalytic converters and companies that manufacture diesel catalytic converters will be able to use those materials in the manufacture of new diesel catalytic converters. So we're happy to be part of that. And obviously, it fits in the green initiative as we speak as well. We have state and regional interest in what we're doing from a, we'll call it a green fund aspect, and we're looking, we're sourcing for that right now, and there's going to be viable ways for us to move forward in that direction as well. Uh, Carbon credits obviously is going to be part of where we're going in the future as well. It's going to be an important secondary revenue source for us. And as we go into commercial production and attain the data that we need to be able to apply for entry into this world, it will begin very quickly. This will begin to start probably a quarter from now. We'll have a lot of the necessary information that we need to be able to move forward in that direction. So, as for our milestones, our lab research started in 2020. in Vancouver, Canada. The pilot plant was built in Vancouver, Canada as well. It proved very successful. We moved it down to Tennessee to be close to our joint venture partner, Davis Recycling. Uh, we built our first commercial plant in 2022. This was the construction and fabrication of Module 1, which was done in a separate facility in Tennessee, in Greenville, Tennessee. Uh, excuse me. The plant began operational in 2023. We completed our first module this year. We've completed the 90-day commissioning phase for the plant. The commercial ramp up has begun, and we're well into our way of ramping up our speeds and our masses up to 2.5 tons per day. So that is happening now. As soon as we achieve our levels of our attainment goals for Module 1, procurement will start for Module 2, and 3 and 4 shortly thereafter. The future is obviously very, very exciting for us. In the US and in Canada, we'll be having expansion within these countries. We'll have the ability to also enlarge our existing facility to have more than 4 modules if we so choose. So the scale up of the business can happen very, very quickly. Internationally, we'll have a business model which is going to center around a licensing royalty aspect of where we go. We'll be selecting 1 or 2 partners who are involved on a global basis in this industry, and I believe our business model will expand with companies such as that internationally. So very, very exciting. We're happy to be where we're at here right now, and we're excited to move forward here. On the management side, we've had people who have entrepreneurial expertise. We have a proven track record there. Where we've got good people on the engineering side, lab side, administrative side. So we are positioned to grow this company quite aggressively as we move forward. As I said, commercial production has basically begun as we speak, and we're in our ramp up stage. So we're very excited about that. We've just announced a commercial a funding project here, a convertible debenture funding, which is very, very attractive. 15% annual interest, and over a 2-year period of time, with 2 conversion rates of 10.5 cents and 15 cents within years 1 and years 2. Very good terms, very attractive. If anyone has interest in that, feel free to contact the company. So with that, with that, I'd like to thank you for listening to our presentation. We think it's an exceptional investment opportunity for shareholders. We're at the cusp of going from concept to proof of concept, and once we show the world that, and I believe the next very, very short period of time, we're going to be in the news, and people are going to be hearing about us. So we're looking forward to that. So with that, I'd like to answer any questions that might be out there. One question, can you speak to your customers' markets for the recovery of platinum palladium? Well, our customers are the large automotive companies, large chemical companies who are involved in this business already. So we'll be working with them. We've got some NDAs already, which have been signed. Uh, that's who will be dealing with industry participants, and that's how we will grow our business as we move forward. What are other uses of palladium beyond catalytic converters? So there's industrial uses for it, same as palladium as well. There's other uses for it besides diesel catalytic converters, um, but it's a market such as if you're using 84% of the available palladium annually for catalytic converters, it's best that you're able to recover these things in a cost effective manner as opposed to having to try to source that every year. Do you have any IP protection on our system? We chose not to go the patent route. We've got proprietary technologies on the chemistry as well as on the processing of the of our chemistry. We'll call it that. And so, rather than go the patent route on either the chemistry or the processing aspects of it, we're keeping that in house and keeping that relatively guarded. Um, do you have any offtake agreements with platinum and palladium users, or are you working on such? We've we're in contact with a few of these companies, and uh, we'll have to see where it goes. The companies that we're dealing with are rather large in scope, and uh, they're more than able to meet our present needs right now. And as we expand within our business, we will build our relationships in a way such as we have to do it in order to maximize our growth in the business. Okay, I think that's all the questions that we have here. Oh no, here's some more. Uh, I've answered that question already. Okay, that pretty well, I believe, covers the question and answer period there. Again, I'd like to thank you for your time, and it's been. I'm excited to be able to present this presentation to you and put us on your radar screens here because as we speak, we're moving forward commercially, and you'll be hearing a lot about us in a